Well, hello there guys. Today's video is a really exciting one because not only is this probably my #1 requested video, but also because this is the official launch of my website as well as my printables. So I've been working hard over the last couple months. This has also been taking up my time, trying to create the perfect kids capsule wardrobe guide and worksheet for you guys. This is something that I was looking for when I was just starting out trying to look into capsuling my kids' clothes, and what I wanted just didn't exist. And so when I finally got to a point where I figured it out, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna create that guide that I wish was there when I wanted to capsule my kids' clothes. So in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys 3 tips from my capsule guide. Now that capsule guide though is 5 pages long, the 5th page being a worksheet that actually helps you list out and figure out like right in front of you what your kids capsule would look like. And so there's so much, that thing is jam-packed full of information, but of course I wanted to create something that was aesthetically pleasing for you guys as well and not boring. It's not a 5-page essay. So I made 3 guides for you guys. There is one that is geared towards infants, which is good up to about 18 months to 2 years. And then there are 2 other guides, which are girls, which is good for about 2 to 12 years of age, and then boys, which is good for also 2 to about 12 years of age. So the first tip that we're gonna be talking about is how to figure out how many pieces you do for your tops and your bottoms for your kids. So this I kind of figured out a mathematical equation for how I have just naturally come up with what number worked for us, and it's kind of come out to about 1.5 pieces per day. So for instance, for us, we do laundry every 7 days. So you do 1.5 times 7, and then if your number is 7 or over, then you round down. If your number is 5.5 or below, then you would round up. So for me, that comes out to 10 tops. So that includes dresses as well. So tops includes tops, dresses, like tunics, anything that is a top, that's what it includes. And then for bottoms, if you do laundry every 3 to 5 days, you'll need 1 less pair. And if you do laundry every 6 to 7 days, you'll need 2 less pairs. So that is probably like the biggest help when it comes to creating capsule and the numbers of things. And that of course only has to do though with their tops and their bottoms for like daily normal wear. So moving on to number 2 has to do with the color palette and how you make sure, because a capsule wardrobe is essentially supposed to be a wardrobe that almost everything can interchange and be worn together. So the way that I go about this with my kids is neutral bottoms is a big thing. So making sure that your bottoms are just, you know, blue jeans, grays, blacks, grays, white if you're really daring with kids. So going with those neutral colors that match a lot of different colored tops. I also think that it's very important to make sure that your minimalism, and I've talked about this before, doesn't overstep your kids' individuality. So I think that a really cool way to be able to work in your own kids' personality is by using their favorite color and having that kind of show up within their wardrobe. So my oldest favorite color is purple, so having a top or 2 that's purple, maybe even a purple bottom of pants. For me, I like having some neutral tops and bottoms so that they can easily interchange and give them like one kind of color pop bottom. So like a purple pants, but they have a gray shirt that they can wear with it. I do think that it is important, not so much for infants because you don't know what their favorite color is or what their interests are yet, but for that like 2 to 12 year range, making sure that their individuality is shown within their capsule wardrobe by letting their favorite color just show throughout. Or if you have an older child, like a kid that's, you know, 9 or older and they like to shop, have them choose 2 to 3 pieces in their wardrobe and then curate an entire wardrobe around those pieces so that it really kind of resonates their style because they chose those like core pieces that kind of decided their entire wardrobe. So you can also go that route as well, and that's a really good route to go with older kids. And then the 3rd tip for you guys has to do with giving yourself grace and money saving. So there are some people that when it comes to their capsules, they create them for the season for their kids and they just don't want to veer away from that in any way possible. And as your kids grow, and especially as you first start to do your capsules, you're gonna figure out what has worked and what doesn't work. Our capsules have definitely changed from when we first did them versus now, because one, your kids grow and change, and then also just in the beginning, you don't know what is going to work for your kids. But these numbers are really good starting points. Give yourself some grace in the process. Like start with this, and if you realize after like a month with your clothes, you're like, I just do not have enough pants, add 1 more pair. Or I just don't have enough tops, add 1 more top. Like it's okay. When it comes to capsuling and minimalizing your kids' wardrobes, the most important part of it is making it 1, easy on laundry because you don't have a ton of stuff. 2, making it super easy for your kids to dress themselves. What I really love is my kids can 9 times out of 10 go upstairs, pull open their drawer, they can get dressed, and they match. However, there is a question I've gotten about money saving and whether you actually save money with a capsule. Because when it comes down to it, you are washing your clothes more often, so they're gonna wear down faster, and then your kids are obviously wearing them more often, so they will wear down faster. What I have found is that yes, you are gonna wear down clothes a bit faster. However, the only thing I've had to replace before the end of season, a few times, not every season, is pants. And that's just because kids are rough on knees and they cause knee holes. But yeah, that's normal. Like, you might have to replace it, but you're still gonna save a lot more money just replacing that one pair of pants versus buying 5 extra pairs of pants so that none of them ever get holes. So you're still gonna save money, but don't be surprised if before the end of season you have to go out and buy another pair of pants because they put holes in it. Like, that may happen. Even with my 2 kids who are pretty rough on clothes, I mean, they're out digging in dirt, playing in the mud, riding their bikes, but just like let yourself be okay with the fact that that might happen. You might have to like purchase another pair of pants or replace a pair of shoes. That's gonna happen, but that doesn't mean you're not saving money just because you had to go out and buy something before the end of season. So those are my 3 tips for you guys. Like I said, these guides are 5 pages long. They are full of probably every question you could ever have about capsules, all the extra stuff as well, like pajamas, underwear, like extra things that, you know, I may have not mentioned in here. There's so much information for you guys in those, and I know that they're gonna answer all of your questions. I am gonna say, which is something I didn't put in those capsules, this has to do with your normal, just everyday wear. But if your kids are in a school where they have to wear a uniform, this doesn't include that. Like, their uniform, in my opinion, would be separate from their capsule wardrobe. Their uniform may be like, you know, 4 pants and 5 shirts, and that's their capsule. Like, they'd have a separate capsule for their uniform for school. Just like, don't get stressed out if you're looking at this like, yeah, but I have to fill in this with stuff for their uniform for school. Like, no, that would be separate. So just keep in mind that your particular capsule and how many capsules you create per year for your kids is going to have a lot to do with your weather where you are, your laundry type, and just your family's needs and what you guys are doing. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you guys get some tips from it. Make sure you guys go check out those capsule guides. They are jam-packed full of information for you guys, and I know they're gonna answer all of your questions and hopefully help you guys create the near perfect capsule wardrobe for your kids. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.